joke. Thank God it didn't.
Yeah. All right, we're live. I'm just trying to make sure
Are you
that
sure?
visual is good.
Oh shit! I didn't check.
I think it's showing dark right now. I don't know why. Oh, it's probably the fade scale. There we go. I think we're in.
All right. Well,
Might take a second.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll just run down a real quick one. We're just going to talk about a few things today. We got Jody's tournament. We got Hawthorne. But mainly we wanted to cap over those matches, obviously. So that would take up a good chunk of time. And I got the list of matches too. So let's start off.
All right.
Yo.
Welcome anybody who's here right now, which probably isn't very much at the moment, but that's cool. Just because this was very sudden. But how you been, Josh?
Good, man. Good. Living life. Living life. Enjoying it. Yeah. Nice weather now. Yeah.
Oh, I actually do have a quick question. So at Jody's last tournament, what did you think about when you were polling me? What did you think about Santino's call?
Well, I mean, I didn't anything of that tournament. Look at, but me and you're gonna have a super match in a couple weeks. But the thing is, I didn't think anything about any of those calls. And I don't know. I thought some of it was crazy. You had me beat that day. It didn't even matter. Like I was all wiggling around trying to do whatever. But yeah, I don't even remember. I think that I was just tripping that he, like, I don't know if he called the or what he called, but I
didn't know what it was either.
Yeah, I think I was tripping because my elbow was off the pad way before that happened. I don't remember exactly what it was, but Santino's good, man. He's he's good. He's good ref.
Yeah,
I like everybody doing their thing, you know. But I was beat that day, like so that's the last two tournaments that Don and I went to. Patterson was the other one. We had just got back from like an all-day drive. Mm-hmm. And like I had no sleep at all. I didn't sleep at all, not a single wink. And then when I got there, Jody asked me to rev. Cool, no problem. And then I don't pull my first match for 7.5 hours from the time I get there.
Oh, it was a long time.
I was already. I don't know if you've seen me on the side sitting over there, bro, but I was like nodding out, like going like this, trying to keep myself awake.
Yeah, that's
so
rough.
I did the same thing. Me and Don drove from Texas because he did that Super 64, and it took us 26 hours to drive. We sat there and drank triple shots of espresso from Starbucks the whole way, didn't stop, got here, and then the next day did Patterson. So, like, that was 2 times in a row that I went into a tournament, like, just completely depleted, no rest, feeling like crap. And so, yeah, I shouldn't even have arm wrestled that day. You're way too strong for me.
It was like... even though I like Jody's tournaments, they're always a good time. Like that one went on very long. Like I did check out before like it even got to me. I thought like I didn't even think I was gonna be pulling. I thought they were gonna like wrap us up. You know.
When your background of your tournament video is the janitors cleaning up the place and packing everything up, that's not a great scene, bro, but that's what it was. That was our background. No crowd, no nothing. Being packed up with dollies. I mean, so
we how many people signed up?
Oh, dude, there was tons of people that signed up. Tons.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's the crazy. There was only 9 less entries in Jody's tournament at the Evo Expo than there was at the Anaheim US Open at the UAL. At the UAL, they only had 9 more entries. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Jody's got the tournament. He's got on North. He's got it locked down because all the amateurs and the.
Yeah.
They say we got the people up in the north. I mean, that shows that we have the numbers. It's the same numbers. When they all came together, we have a fat day. But when they're separate, we both have about 160.
Yeah.
On both.
Yeah,
We
no,
got,
exactly.
we got a lot of up and comers, man. A lot of up and comers. That's why the amateurs are so packed right now. But I mean, heck, to the point where it was 9 less or 9 more, whatever that was, than the Anaheim or Anaheim's big one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's nuts.
That's
That's nuts.
the USO. They're calling that like a national thing almost. So for Jody's
It's
tournament to
huge.
be in the same conversation is very impressive. It's awesome for us up north. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
no,
showing that.
definitely for promoters to start coming down this way, and you know what I mean. Even Jody's kick ass. You know what I mean. He's doing what he's doing for a brand new promoter. I think he's been doing this for what, maybe 3 years, 2 years at that.
Yeah,
So it's
something
still
like
brand
that.
new. It's still trying to get his wheels on the ground. You know what I mean? It's rough though, because I've been to a few of them, and then it takes a
You talking
while.
about
And
the
I heard the
Evo
last, yeah,
events
the
in
Evos,
general? Okay,
Evo
yeah,
events in
event Evo's
general.
going to be this year. Yeah,
Yeah, they've been, yeah. So it's been a little rough terrain over there, but I mean, he's trying. It's I don't know. It's rough when you
That
got
being
three
said,
amateurs, whatever that is. You know what I mean?
we got one coming up
yeah.
this weekend, so
But
we'll
hey, we
see,
didn't really
man. We'll see
introduce
how that goes because it
Todd.
looks like a good one. What's
It
up?
sounds like, according to Jody, at the Evo, we talked and he said, I would like you to get, me and him get together and me kind of help him with ideas and us make a big thing. And I think we could do something really cool together if the whole North unites like that. Like if we
Yep,
all unite with each other like we should be, well then
that's what we're
now
trying
we
to
don't
do.
got to worry about it. So yeah, you guys are a huge part of like representing the North and probably the most representative of the North, at least vocally. You guys are
Yeah.
like definitely let people know, you know, where your roots are, and that's like awesome. We need that. We need more people like that.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
somebody got to, man.
yeah, yeah,
I know. Personally, I've been reaching out to a bunch of people. I want to make sure, like these next upcoming events, like the UAL coming out soon, to the Top Adders event. You know what I mean? That's supposed to. I want everybody to Evos. I want those to start getting big, because if they get big, then that makes better competition for us. You know what I mean? That brings the bigger dogs to come out for us to come. So that the more we get the stomping out here, get the ground roots, and honestly, there's something missing out here. Since you know what I mean, Tom kicks ass, Eli kicks ass. You know, and then we got some hitters out here, Mike Boz, the Jody Smiths, but they're not really nobody's stirring up the community, and I think somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to be the heel right now. You know what I mean? So if we got to do it a little bit, we'll ruffle some feathers. That's what kind of this event for the. We'll talk about it a little bit later for the October one, the Armbender Showdown. You know what I mean? But that's just one of the many things we want to start doing to get the community roaring, dude. And once somebody does it, dude, it's
Heck
just
yeah.
wildfire. Fire
yeah.
starts catching, forest blows up.
Like I kind of wish we got
Yep.
to see more of the higher caliber athletes up here in Northern California pulling more often, just because like we never really get to see them, except like
Yeah.
Austin Fenley. Like, what was that?
I said we'd like Bresh and them guys to come up north for sure.
Oh
It's
yeah,
nice
no,
to
Yeah,
have a couple show up, but I definitely like to see those number 1 and 2 guys from each category coming up here and kind of defending their title, so to speak. Everywhere they go, and look at I'm the man at all these tournaments, not just the ones that are in my region. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. But even then, I mean, like I know, like in my weight class, the only person that we'll see frequently is Jody. That's like high up in the rankings. So I kind of do like the one thing that the new ranking committee is doing, where they're like, "Oh, you kind of have leeway where you need super matches to move these rankings around," because then it kind of encourages them, like, "Hey, you can kind of come out and pull. You can come out and pull. We can like, how about we see you a little bit more often?" But I also get the idea of like, hey, you want to try and keep your cards close to your chest. But it would be great to see them more often. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have some We're gonna have some good matches this weekend. Hopefully at the or it's not this is next weekend, the 20th.
Yeah,
Next weekend.
next Saturday.
Also, we got Hawthorne.
Yeah. I know I'm
Same
planning
day, huh?
on. I know I'm planning on going to that, just because.
Yeah, so let's get straight into Hawthorne, man. We got Devin Laird coming out. What are our thoughts, man? Is it who's going?
Well,
Josh, you going? Jaden, you said you're going.
Yeah, didn't they say that John Brzenk is also showing
Josh,
up?
you going?
Shut up.
I think so. I would have to check.
So I was gonna go. McGraw and Stop Sign and Randy Weaver and Voz and all them guys are riding in a party bus to Hawthorne, and they wanted me to go. Yeah, they're all going.
Oh hell yeah!
But he wanted to roll, and Don was like, "No, I'm going to SAC," and so I'm like, "Cool, I'm going to go to SAC then." So no, I'm staying home this time.
Okay,
you know,
makes sense.
I've met all those guys. Like it's no, you know what I mean. Not to say it like that. He's awesome, legend, but Jody needs the support right now too. So
absolutely.
I'm Jody's.
Yeah, and honestly, that one sounds pretty fun too. It's for us, anyways. This is a lot. It's like 40 minutes for me personally, but man, it sounds like a cool venue too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
dude, Hawthorne. Yeah. That's a huge opportunity in Hawthorne. You know, with Devin Laird being there, and you already know the hitters are coming out to play. They're coming for that cash moolah. We got a super match on there too.
Yeah.
What is it?
Maybe I got a little bit confused because they did post a picture of John Brzenk, Jerry Cadorette, Michael Todd, and Travis Bagent, but it's saying who wins this 4-way round robin. So maybe I got confused thinking that they were showing up. So that's my bad.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
holy
dude.
Shit, I'm going.
Yeah, no. I'm like, dude, gotta meet these guys.
No, Cody Merritt might go though. Robbie Tugby might go out there.
Oh, really?
Nice.
For the guys, if you're going to meet Devin or whatever, I mean, I just was talking to the guys here yesterday, as a matter of fact, and they said that Devin is going to that Kringle pool because Auden is pulling there.
Right.
So,
Right.
California, you know what I mean? So there's multiple chances to meet him with, or do, you know what I mean, to do those things too.
Exactly.
Hawthorne it's an awesome. That's the King Bostic Memorial, so that's a super dope event.
Yeah, like because I know
all the big.
Yeah, because I know we're planning on like going to the Chris Kringle poll also, because that just seems like so much fun, and also get to finally get to meet the SoCal pollers, you know, like because we talked to them quite a bit over the internet, but outside of that, I mean, like never get to meet them. I think the only SoCal poller I got to meet is Travis and Kane when they were at Patterson.
Mm.
So outside of that, I haven't met any of them. But hopefully at Hawthorne, Devin does a little bit of after poll because I just want to see what that feels like, you know.
Got to.
It's different. It's different.
I wonder if
Right.
they're pulling the Ubers.
You think he's pulling the tournament?
I watched at Modesto when he did that seminar. He pulled like 175 people for 7, and not a single person could get him anywhere that he didn't want him to.
Dude, that's so crazy.
For 7 hours straight.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Like we have for 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Without getting pooped. Like the dude sitting there, everybody was there. Tom Nelson was there. Jamie Sheldon was there. All the art vendors, Dave Owens, all them guys. Everybody was going at him back to back. Nobody could do it.
Man. Yeah, dude. Like I always contemplate exactly how you train for something like that, because it's not a typical cardio. You know, like if you're because each muscle has certain reserves for cardio. You can definitely tell when people become more vascular, like they cycle blood through their muscles a lot better. But they're like it's weird in your arms because that pump gets so brutal. While like your legs, like you get the pump, you just kind of walk around for a bit and it kind of like dies down. Like you still feel it, but you like moving around ain't so bad. But in your arm, like sometimes it's just debilitating. So like it's interesting trying to figure out exactly like the appropriate way to deal with it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wait,
I don't know how he does it.
wait. I think we overpassed something that was a key moment in what Josh just said a minute ago. We got an arm bender spinner van going to fucking Hawthorne right now to destroy this next weekend.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you
Legendary.
So that's breaking news right now for people that didn't know. Because I already heard from Bill Collins that Robbie Toppy and what is his name? Cody Merritt are going to be probably out in that area because, you know, they live around that hood. You know what I mean? So you're telling me the California Army
Cody Merritt goes there. Yeah, they're going. Like I said, stop sign is the one driving. Mac Telly.
Oh, Mac Tilly, Voz,
Randy Weaver, Mike McGraw.
Randy Weaver?
Yeah, I believe Matt Hughes.
Oh, dude.
That's legendary.
Yeah.
You got.
Like, man, dude, I want to go to Jody's, but Hawthorne, dude.
And
oh, I think Josh froze up.
I think shut up. Yeah, but man, you guys heard it.
Hey, welcome, Don Mormon. Good seeing you.
What were you saying?
Yeah.
I think you cut out.
He was just getting to the best part too.
Yeah. You kind of cut out a little bit. Your screen froze up. Just some internet connection.
Mine did?
Yeah.
Oh. What was I saying? I don't even remember what happened. Where did I cut out at? We were just talking about who.
You remember, Spencer?
Right?
Because
I think you said it all, dude. That we got a spinner bin coming out next week to murder. We got Randy Weaver.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mike Bob.
You said all the boys going out to Hawthorne.
Is the stop sign going to pull, or is he just going to just escort?
I'm pretty sure he's probably going to commentate for Bill because that's usually what he does. You know.
Yeah, the MC.
That's what he's known. Yeah, MC. MC. That's what.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the goddamn mouth from the fucking from California, dude. Yeah,
so who do we got? We got any predictions for this Eli and Justin Bishop match?
Eli.
What? No,
Eli
hold on.
who?
I'm not done, man. I'm not done, player. You just saw them, or when did you? When was the last time you seen them? In was it the last practice you guys had, or did you go to September 6th that practice?
Yeah.
At the Armbenders.
Yeah, I went to both of them. Yeah.
And look, I'm not asking because we have matches with them. I'm not. This is not why I'm asking. But do they feel crazy? This is strictly for the Hawthorne. I know, but I know. The last time I seen Boz, the last time I seen Matt Hughes in action was I think the Kringle pull last year, right? If I'm not correct.
Where Mika didn't show up.
Yeah, that motherfucker. That mother Mika.
Yeah.
But
Mother Mika.
Boz was looking beefy that at the last Patterson, so he's gonna. And how's Randy Weaver looking? Killer? Yeah. Randy Weaver's looking ready to go?
Nah, I don't think Randy's pulling. I think Randy's last tournament was that last Worlds he just did. He said he retired.
So he's just going to just chill and fucking have a good time?
I mean, I would do that too. Having a road trip with any of you bros is like fun, bro. I'm down with what? 6 of us are getting in the car? Let's go.
That's right.
Right. It's dangerous at that point.
I didn't want to leave Don hanging either because Don's trying to pull 76, and Jody's the only one that offers 76. Right? And that's the national weight class. Right? Mm-hmm. Bill's the only one that does 85 and 65 in the whole nation. So Don
232,
was
right?
like, "Look, I'm gonna stay in my weight class and keep heavier." So that's the only reason. I'm like I said, I'm rocking with Don, so he's not solo.
Right on,
Otherwise,
right
I'd
on.
be in the party van. Hurry.
Damn, so that's dope. Hey, for those who are watching or who are going to watch by next week, just know, dog, the armbenders are coming out next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna
Yep.
pull, but I'm definitely gonna hang
No,
out.
not you, fucking asshole. I'm talking about the goddamn California armbenders.
Oh, I thought you said the Savage Armbenders. That's on me. That's on me.
Don't fucking-
He's like, "Hey, I'm not pulling, guys."
You can't let them know the secrets, dog.
Look, to answer your questions, though. To answer your question, and just to be straight up, I felt every one of your matches while I was there, like for a good amount of time, specifically because once I got news of this, of course, I was like a kid in the candy store. What? What's going down? What matches with you? I was stoked. So, yeah, Vince is feeling stupid right now, man, for sure,
Is
sure.
he?
Oh, hell yeah.
Big Rob was a little tired. Here, what's that?
I'm sorry, you were cutting out. What happened, bro?
No, you
Oh no, I was just saying Vince is feeling crazy. Rob, when I pulled with Rob, he was a little bit tired, so but Rob always feels crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach, Matt, I mean, pull him, But I did I was feeling really strong that day, and like for we're just practice, but for the first time ever, like I stopped him. And then Matt was like, "Where the fuck that come from?" And then afterwards, it made a light bulb go off in my head. So anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. All you gotta do
It's
is
gonna
stop
be
the match.
crazy.
If you smoke it, you can win it.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
I know we're training real hard for it. We're training real hard for it.
Oh yeah.
I bet. I would be too. I mean, all them cats having. That's the thing. Like Zach was saying, it's the honor. Like regardless if any of these guys are as active as they used to be or not, they've already walked the path and done these things. So to have matches with any of them guys is like huge, dude. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're willing to do fun, that what I mean, we don't have to put money on the line. We don't have to do none of that. We're just doing it for the love of the sport. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
That's who I fuck with.
Yeah.
I thought that was the dopest
So many
thing
people
right
out here
there.
trying to get.
I thought
Yeah,
them
you guys
accepting the
are
matches
doing good
alone
stuff.
was really dope. I thought that alone, them accept. When I reached out, I didn't know if they were gonna think like, what? Or you know what I mean? Because they're very cool dudes. I personally know them, so I knew they weren't going to be disrespectful at all in any type of way because that's not the way they carry themselves. But knowing what the prestige level
Right.
of a armbender is and a California armbender is, it just hits different. So I was like, man, I was very took it back a little when they said yes, all of them very easily. Yeah, oh, sounds fun, hell yeah. So, and everybody said the same kind of thing. You know what I mean? And
Fuck yeah.
that right there.
So cool. So cool.
Right there, they said we love those dudes. Like they love you guys. Like I don't know how much they've met you, Jaden, but specifically they talk about you, Zach and Spencer. Like they have been around you guys plenty enough where they all love your vibe. So
Yeah.
anytime you ever want to match these legends, you can get it because we're bros. Like, you know what I mean? You're not like just competition like the average people they cross paths with.
Right.
I mean, you're what? So it's like, fuck yeah, bro. Let's see where we're at.
Yeah, hell yeah. Those are dope ass dudes. And recently, actually, Jaden did finally meet them. Ironically, Big Rob, he got to feel the other day the same like when I was actually watching a video on ArmTube. It was like 3 years ago. I had a mean old ponytail. And I'm pulling in the back with Big Rob. Matt Hughes is kicking me all across the table, and I was like, man, just thinking how far we came and watching, and how cool they are. And personally, I could say the same thing about everybody everybody on the Armbender team. Very, very like a family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Right.
that's one of the dopest crews. That's the dopest crew I've been with in California.
We want
It's
to
been
we want
around,
to
you know
get
what I
some of
mean?
those guys on the pod too, if we can, pretty soon here, since we're closing in on the on the matches. So eventually, if we can get some, we're gonna reach out and get some of this, so we can get a whole bunch of people on here and chat it up.
Like
Yeah,
we definitely have been.
a little bit late though.
The last couple of weeks, we definitely got caught up with like just work, like even making practices was super tough. Fortunately, I finally like got some good work this month where it's like, dude, thank God. But like when we started this, it kind of worked out in a weird way where I didn't have to work so much just because everything was real light. Because it's kind of fun or difficult and fun figuring that out. But so like me, I have slowly been learning the arm benders like over time. Because when I first entered arm wrestling, I wasn't even thinking about like just arm wrestling at all. I was just doing strongman, wanted to condition my biceps, so lifting up sandbags and stones, I can pick up a 400-pound stone without it feeling like my biceps are going to explode. Then the more I started pulling, I'm just like, dude, this is actually a lot of fun, and I like this community a lot. And I think where I developed some attachment towards the California armbenders was Tom Nelson was the first guy I ever pulled in practice. So that was super humbling. But because of because of that, like I liked his energy. I was like, this is kind of how I imagine arm wrestlers, And then like meeting more of the the California armbenders I was just like, dude, these guys are exactly how I envision arm wrestling as a sport. Like we take it seriously, but we have a good time. And so it's been cool meeting him because like Vince Pulowski Jr. I've only pulled once, and I didn't get very much feedback off it because it was just fast and
You're pulling junior, not senior?
I'm pulling junior. Kyle's pulling senior.
Yeah, so you know what?
Oh.
Let me go ahead and let me run through the matches real quick so we could start let's get right into it, man.
Why, Josh, was that what they thought?
No. That's what I thought when I was telling Jaden right now that I felt Vince. I was talking about senior. Junior wasn't even there. I ain't felt junior. Junior's
okay.
quick. I'll tell you that.
He's quick.
He's quick.
The mean machine, dude.
Yeah.
The Spartan, dude.
The Spartan.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let Kyle know. Let Kyle know.
Man. I already let Kyle know he's missing with the. He's got the Vince Senior's got the painter hand, dude.
Yeah. He does. All right, so listen. Let me start off the card, all right? We got it. So anybody listening right now, October 4th, Bender Showdown. It's going down. Mike McGraw's house. It's going to be legendary. Starting off
everything a little bit better.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that.
Or this is already going to post live. I'm an idiot. We'll talk about it, but tomorrow we'll post the time and Zach will post something really dope.
Right. But to start it off, first match of the card, we got the young gun Connor Wines versus Jalen Pulowski, another young gun up and comer.
Also,
two up and comers. This is gonna be fireworks, man.
Yeah. Also, we kind of call Connor Turbo. So
yeah. Turbo versus Jalen Pulowski.
Hey, this is 3 generations of Pulowskis in this also.
That's so funny that he like names off the first match and then walks away.
Yeah, what an asshole. But I wanted to say also there's a lot of pullers. There is a lot of pullers that on the armbenders we wish we could have got on, like Randy Weaver, sort of. There's a bunch like Mike. We just only had a certain amount of pullers on our team that could, you know what I mean.
We've only got so many team members to make matches, make good matches and good matchups. Also,
Yeah, because we still are a small team.
But we want to.
We're building and growing every single week.
Yeah.
But look back to the Connor and Jalen match. dude, we were kind of talking about this for a while when me and Spencer kind of set it up, and we were thinking like, man, this gonna be a perfect match because both these guys are good pullers, quick, and they've never pulled. I don't think they pulled. They might have pulled each other once. I'm not sure, but time changed. So we're gonna see what happens right now, man. I don't even know. It's up in the air right now. Who's gonna get this one?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Jalen's a lot more experienced. You know what I mean? He's been pulling a long time. Not to mention his father and grandfather, and you know what I mean. Everybody pulls.
Of course.
Got a generation in it. Or generations in it. My bad.
He's grown up around it, his whole life, so definitely got the experience.
How much does
Honestly,
Connor weighs, I think right now, somewhere between, or like he's close to 190. He's really close to 190. I don't remember. I didn't ask him last time I saw him. But the last time he told me, like a couple weeks ago, it was like he was floating around 190. And so it's pretty cool because like Connor, he's got a lot of endurance. He's he's young, so he can be real quick. And he's a strong dude. But like I'm interested to see where this experience difference is going to be. Just because is experience gonna matter, or is just Connor's wild horse spirit just gonna take him or give him the win or allow him to take the win?
Well, Jalen's also very strong. He's strong. He's
I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just don't know.
No. That's why I could give a little bit of more reference. He's deceivingly strong. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but you look at him and you're like, all right, he looks like a stud athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect he has a mean grip, a mean hand, and his cupping's good. The kid's all around good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like you said about Connor. Connor's my boy, first of all, teammate, but also Jalen's a stud. The kid's fucking been grinding, and his tendon strength is probably a bit much. You know what I mean? He's very much armbender-esque, you know what I mean? So they're all...
Yeah, if you got those years of conditioning, it makes a difference.
Right, you know what I mean? So this is going to be a huge test for Connor. You know what I mean? This is one of the things where it's like you're meeting the journeyman, you know what I mean, to see where you're at, So Jalen's... And he's very young, so that's very cool, too. So they're both going to gauge a strength from each other, you know what I mean? Jalen might also be like, holy crap, this kid, who the hell is this guy? You know what I mean? So I'm not going to give too much on what Connor can or can't do, but kid's strong, kid's fast, and he's got a lot of heart. So hopefully he can bang it out with Jalen the way we think he can. And I think this is going to be a fire match. I think this is going to be one of the more, I think with the tenacity that I know Connor has, and I've seen Jalen get fired up. I've talked to him while he's competing, you know what I mean? When he's doing, I first met him when my first tournament in Patterson, you know what I mean? He was a kid, way younger, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I could see the fire in his eyes when he was asking me a certain question, like, hey, what should I do in this position? And I'm like, I really don't even know, but I was, you could see the fire in his eyes. So this is going to be a banger, dude. Straight banger. This might be one of the
good start.
My dark horse of the night or the day.
Yeah. I do want to say beforehand, we aren't planning on live streaming it. So we're what we want to do is capture the footage and then produce kind of produce it, give it some style, give it some flair a little bit. So once it's already done, it may take a bit, but then it will be out on YouTube for everybody to watch for free. But if you do want to see it live, show up. Come on out.
Look. Yeah, and also, if people want to record or whatever, as long as they're not just fucking sitting there like a dweeb or whatever, or getting in front of the camera that we're putting out, it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's not
it is what it is.
It's not it is. But You know what I mean? Just we'll
Yeah.
get down to it. You know what I mean?
Just
Everybody
be-
who's going to show up obviously will know one of us or anybody that's hitting up because it's an arm bender. You know what I mean? So if you know where it's located at, you'll know where to be,
Yeah.
and you'll know who to hit up if you know. You know what I mean? You'll be in the know-how, and if you don't, then you're not. I don't want to say you're not wanted, but toodaloo, motherfucker.
also, like if somebody records it, like any of the matches beforehand, like on the day, and then posts it the next day, like if the results are posted before we even have the production out, that's totally fine because we're trying to add something to it, and so
We'll
like
just have
when
something more fun for you guys to watch when it happens.
yeah, kind of give it a timeless piece where it's
More
just
flair.
yeah, where you enjoy, or it's an enjoyable watch. So like
We don't want it to be like numbers and number break. Oh, this guy won. Yeah. Oh, and then you're watching. It'll be fun. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of ideas, and I think everybody mixed together, it'll be something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it won't take a whole fucking year to put out. You know, we're gonna be pumping on this, working on it, so it's not gonna take like WSA or nothing crazy where you're waiting. Because I'm sure everybody wants to. You know what I mean? Especially when the matches happen, you know how it goes. People want to hear about it. People want to see it, though. The main thing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But people don't want to watch 10 minutes of dragging out.
You take me, or you take that's messed.
What was that?
Josh, you froze again. I can hear you though.
Oh man. Yeah, I think we hear something
What
on
can
your
I say?
end. Oh yeah, we hear you. Your camera just froze up.
It's not in my hands.
I think it's clearing up a bit.
I think that might be.
I think it's just the light. You don't have to worry about it. We see your face.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Josh?
Oh no, I was saying, is that a shot at me? The long time for a production? I mean, I know we still ain't got it out, but I'm not the one doing the documentary.
No, not at all. Not at all. When it comes to editing, everything. Yeah. When it comes to editing, everything takes time. I mean, like I've come to learn, it is a long, hard process.
Pew, pew, pew. That's what that was. Round.
Yeah. No.
Shots fired, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about like WSA, how long they fucking take.
Yeah.
They take forever.
And I was personally thinking World's Strongest Man, because World's Strongest Man happens like the beginning or middle of spring, and then we get it in Thanksgiving. That's personally what I was thinking.
Oh, back in the day, you mean? Yeah, I remember.
Well, even now they take forever just to release something, which is like, what? What are you doing? Like, get rid of those TV deals. They like nobody's on TV anymore.
I don't want to watch stuff when the stuff I'm watching is already irrelevant. If enough time has already went by where that win doesn't even matter anymore in today's like, what are we? Why?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I beat this guy. When? It's May. Yeah, no, I beat him in January.
We're gonna have to produce this ASAP. You know how it is. We're gonna get on it because we're all, as fans and as athletes, you know how it is. We all know how it is. So we're gonna get on it. And with that being said, let's get right into our next match, which is gonna be our stud Nick versus Twig. So we got this is gonna be a good one for Nick. Nick's got a good match with Twig, and Brandon Rain's he's got the experience, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a super tough match. But Nick is very strong. Like when he is able to actually get in his lane, it's really weird how strong he is. Because we're working on him really hard, make sure he's able to secure that lane, and so
how much does he weigh?
Right now I think he's 170, 165. Yeah, somewhere between 170 and 165. Yeah,
I talked to Brandon about it. I told him, man, he's wanting to get down to that weight class of the 155 or whatever that weight class is. I talked to him about it. He's like, man, let's blast, let's run it.
Yeah, Brandon don't care.
cool.
Brandon don't.
No,
He's
dude,
just a
Brandon's
people.
a stud, man.
I mean, he's
Right.
120. He weighed 126 the other day at Mike's garage. He got on the scale. So
Wow.
like it's hard to find people that weight.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
And
Yeah, he's looking crazy too.
Yeah, from what I've been hearing, it sounds like Twig turned to Branch.
Look, no bullcrap. He walks into Mike's garage the other day, last weekend. When he walks up, I immediately, arm wrestling bro talk. Bro, you're looking thick, bro. You're huge, right? He goes, stop. He goes, I'm like, no, seriously, Brandon. Don comes right behind me and goes, whoa, look at this big guy, right? 2. Then
Right.
Mike comes out from barbecuing in the back and goes, damn, how'd you get so big? And I was like, I told you, Brandon. He
Yeah.
looked, the 6 pounds that he gained was all muscle, and it all is up here. Like, he just looks so inflated, it's crazy. I've never seen him look that big. But he
Hell
still
yeah.
looks
Yeah.
20.
Little tree now. Don Mormon said little tree now.
Yeah. And I told him he's no longer Twig, he's Branch. He's a
Yeah.
whole branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think.
It's gonna be a,
Oh, sorry, Zach.
no, it's all good. I was going to say it's going to be a crazy one because this is another test for Nick. 'Cause, you know what I mean? Just like Connor's getting tested, everybody's getting tested that day.
Yeah. Because there's really not that much footage on, or there's practically no footage on Nick. And, but he's very, very strong. Very strong.
Was he at the Evo with you guys?
Yeah, he was. Honestly, that was the first tournament he ever did. So he's still new to that aspect, but very strong guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, super match is different. Different style, different format than a tournament. So
Yeah.
you got to jump in though. You got to jump in the water, get your feet wet sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He's jumping in the deep end on this one.
He really is. He really is.
Yeah. But hey, when we're all in deep waters right now, and there's a bunch of sharks, so
Yeah.
just gotta find your lane and get in where you fit in.
I think that's what I like most about what you guys are doing right here is that none of you are trying to set yourself up with an easy route or a match. Not to say none of those matches are easy with any guys, but it's obvious that neither one of you are like, oh, let me pick the guy that I think I have the best chance at. Every single one of your matches are like, whoa, that's a big ask. So
Yeah.
that's really impressive. Kudos to you guys for going out there and trying to get the highest opponent you can and see where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, like one of the things that I did, because I've been asked if I wanted to have super matches at Patterson and at a couple other tournaments, and I was just like, I'm like, I still don't know anybody, but I'm very down to do super matches. I like super matches way more than I like tournaments because my brain works better for super matches than tournaments. But and like they put up names, I'm like, I don't know any names, just tell me who the strongest guy is. Because like if I lose, I lose. But I want, like, if I can get in that clash and fight for it, that's all I want. That's all I want.
Dude, his first super match, he pulled Rob Matthias. I don't know if you know him, Junior. This dude's a stud. He's huge too.
Oh, dude, and he came in looking extra big that day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that was your first super match, and that's a tough match, dude.
Yeah, and ever since I lost that match, I started taking arm wrestling seriously. Because like my first tournament I ever did, I like pulled one guy. I don't know who he is. I haven't seen him since. He just was all like, "Oh, this is my first tournament I ever did." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Just kind of slapped him. But then the next person I pulled was Anderson Oliveras, and got a pretty solid stop off him with like no arm wrestling technique, just kind of grabbing and holding.
Yeah, that was nuts. I remember that.
And then the second one was Ryan Ballesteros, and I cinched on his thumb super hard, and he tried to slip under, and I was able to take him really close to the pin pad, but I made a mistake where I was transitioning up and over, where my elbow slipped off the back of the pad, and we reset, and then I just made a mistake after that, just kind of like bad decision on my part, but I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing.
That was nuts.
And I had to get told.
I
I had to get told afterwards who it was I was pulling, because they were like, "Hey, did you know who you were pulling?" I'm like, "No, I'm just pulling." Because I always looked for the biggest guys, and at that day I was looking at Jody. I'm like, I want to pull him. I want to pull that guy.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, he was there. Anderson, Ballesteros. I think Luke Kent was also there too. And yeah, dude, there was a bunch of
it was
killers.
a big day.
Tom was at that one.
Yeah, Tom and Ilya had a great match.
Yeah. What is it, Josh?
Talking about Ripon? Where are you talking about?
Yeah, Ripon.
Yeah,
it was Ripon
Ripon
last year.
I was there.
Yeah.
Me, I didn't know anybody, so like I can't really remember exactly who was there. But
I was repping with Sorrentino.
Oh, nice.
On
Nice.
the table with Wisconsin.
Yeah, yeah, I just remember it was a really cool event, and that's why I like to go to Jody's tournaments all the time, is because I'm looking to pull Jody every time. That's all like when I go to the tournament, I'm just like, I just want to pull Jody. I know I'm gonna lose, but I want to see if I'm slowing him down more. You know,
Jody's he's at the top of the heap, man. You got to.
Yeah,
if you can do anything with Jody, then you're breaking through some levels, because Jody's at the top.
Yeah.
There's a few people at the top right now, and he's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, with that being said, we got another match coming up, and this one's the card's just fire match after fire match. This one we got Jaden himself versus Vince the Spartan.
And I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it, because for one, when I met Vince the first time, or the first tournament I ever pulled, Vince was there, and Vince stands out. You know, he stands out over everybody. He's got all these cool tattoos. He'll wear a chain and then a basketball tank top. And so, but I didn't get to meet him at that first tournament because he was pulling the open, I was pulling the amateurs. So like I was just like, just kind of in my mind sticking to my lane. And then like I think a year passes by at what was it, the what's that, or Lathrop, the Lathrop tournament in 24, and that's when I finally got to meet him for the first time. Cool dude. Had a great time. Like, didn't really talk to him much, but I liked his demeanor. I liked his attitude. Like, I thought he was a really cool dude. And but then, like, we got to pull each other, and he flashed me. I was like, what? Like, I didn't even get any information off pulling him. He did it so quick. I had no idea what happened. And so, yeah, he was very quick. Like you were telling me, and even Spencer was telling me, like, hey, he's quick. Like, I
told you right before you went to go pull him. I was like, yeah, hey, be careful. You gotta start fast because he's quick, dude.
Yeah,
literally. And then I was in the crowd. I'm like, holy shit, that was quick, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was so fast, and so I was just all like, I'm like, what? Like, was I not awake? What? Like, it left so many questions in my mind that I was just like, I don't understand. Because I'm pretty sure I had a decent lock, but I can't remember too well. And when he like, the way he pulled just felt, or it was very smooth, but it felt like multiple different directions. So it was really hard to understand what happened. And so I'm just like, all right, I'm looking forward to repulling him again.
Of course, a lot of time has passed.
That's a good move.
It's gonna be a good one, man. Vince has been pulling for a while too. You know, I see old videos and old pictures all the time of seeing Vince in the background or seeing pulling on the table. Like, you know, so is everybody here is going to have probably like 5+ years of experience more than us. You know, but you know, time's going to tell how it works out, especially with you guys with it being a rematch. You know, you kind of pull different now. So we're gonna see. It's been how long has it been since that tournament? Almost coming on a year now.
It was November. It was
That
like end
tournament
of.
was in October, wasn't it?
It was end of November.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah. Because oh no. Maybe it was end of October. Because I think I pulled Rob or
Yeah,
Junior.
it was a Halloween. It was a Halloween thing. It was at a.
Yeah, that's right. It was end of October because they had the haunted corn maze and the haunted house,
So it'll almost be a year.
Yeah, and I went to the beer house immediately after and like bought like 6 beers.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Like that's gonna be.
This is a ranked match, also.
Yeah, we're both ranked. So
this is a ranked match. So this one's gonna count.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait. Like so. Our matches don't count towards rank, right? We're just doing this for fun.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
If he beats you, he takes your ranking, dude.
Hey, if he beats me, he takes my ranking. So be it.
But
hey, I don't care that much. I'll just keep getting stronger. You know, like one of the things I learned pretty early on is that arm wrestling rankings, they move a lot. You know, so if I drop out of the rankings, you know, it'll suck. It'll really suck. But that's no real indicator of where my strength is. It's more of an indicator of my experience. So, and I know I'm very low experience. So, like, just keep building it up, just keep refining it, get better, expand my tool set, and eventually it'll get to something great. You know.
Yeah.
So
the rankings don't really reflect as of right now, like who is the strongest as far as like all throughout the because it all goes all the way down to like 15, right? So the numbers are kind of, you know, but whatever. But I thought, I mean, it's all for fun at the end of the day. But I thought with you two being, you're going to be at weight for the class and for the ranking, so you're ranked. I mean, it only makes sense that it'd be a you know, ranked match.
Yeah, I might actually be a little bit lighter weight, but I don't mind. I still plan on competing at like, what is it, under 242?
Yeah, I think it's 230, isn't it?
The UL rankings are 232.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because I added a lot of cardio to my workout, so like I've actually slimmed down quite a bit. But I should be able to get that weight back up within the next few weeks, easy.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you're going after. I mean, that's not an easy opponent. Any of the 3 opponents that you've named so far, again, like Zach was saying, each of those arm benders are super legit, and they're all like really bad dudes in their own right, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are tough matches, and that should be exciting.
I mean,
Vince is known to have those matches where, you know, a pin might go this way, it might go that way, and you know, a move adjustment might change everything, and you know, pins go back and forth. I don't think I've seen Vince have a super match where like there was a shutout. Like on him, meaning I don't think I've seen him be shut out.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, he's definitely able to maneuver, and he can go either way. You know, I've seen it. I've seen him do it. I've seen him get caught in a position and then try another position. You know, like when you get in those type of matches, that's when you're playing chess. You know, so and then it's gonna see who's more battle tested. You know, and you're going against the Spartans, so.
I mean, that's why that's another reason why I'm looking forward to it, is because I get better and stronger as the match keeps going on, and I think it's just because of my experience level. Because once like I feel something, then like I'm able to eliminate a lot more of those opportunities and like narrow in what it is I'm doing, and pull a lot harder, a lot more connected, and use my strength a lot better. But in tournament, that's where my brain gets all screwed up, is because like I'll feel somebody, and then I'm adjusting for them, but I'm grabbing somebody else's hand the next match, and so I have adjusted for the opponent beforehand, but everybody pulls different. Even if they go in a very similar lane, they pull different, and so it's just like those little things. As I start to make adjustments, I really start to tighten the noose.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm better in practice than I am on tournament.
How long did you do the strongman type stuff, or do you still do that?
I don't do it anymore, but I did it ever since I was 18. Like training it, and like I would, or for the most part, it was training it because I felt it was a much more functional strength, and like so I would always build up my PRs on everything, because in my mind I wanted to be at a certain level before I would do a tournament. But then like the first tournament I did was 4 years ago, and it was at Untamed Strength, or one of their like little local tournaments that they host. I did all right. I think I made a lot of mistakes, but I did really good at the carries. Like anything that was very awkward, I did really good at. But anything that was more powerlifting like, I struggled at. Especially presses, I really struggled at. But any pulling, any grabbing and holding, I did very good at.
I think there's a lot of direct correlation with strongman style lifts and things like that, and going into arm wrestling as opposed to a regular weightlifter who's doing the straight linear movements. I think there's a lot more for guys that are doing stuff like what you're doing.
I think so too, but I think it's because the difference between strongmen and like, let's say, powerlifters is because powerlifters, even though they don't do straps for deadlifts, and that's one of the criticisms that come from powerlifters to strongmen, is that, oh, they use straps when they deadlift. But it's like the thing with strongmen is every event demands your wrists and hands. Every event demands your wrists and hands. So like they're like, if you want to see good numbers, they have to use straps. Or on the deadlifts. One second. But so I think the reason why strongmen carry over better, because even somebody like Devin Larris says it, is like you're really good because if your hand's not giving, your connection to your body is better. And right. Because once that hand gives, like it will take away a lot of the chain. Like if you get supinated, your brachial radialis is now taken out and it becomes isolated on the bicep. If you're if you're more supinated, you can use the shoulder a lot better, the chest a lot better. You know, little things like that. Like they make a dramatic difference in arm wrestling. But that's why I think strongmen kind of transition over a lot better. But even then, they get injured pretty easy. So that's like a hesitation on my part, like especially off the goes. But what were you about to say, Zach?
Well, it's also adding to that. It's because you guys are coming with that raw strength, dude. You know what I mean? Fucking been to this dude's house. This motherfucker's just lifting. He's got big ass Atlas stones just laying around his crib, dude, like they're fucking garden decorations or something.
I call them my dragon eggs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But no, I was just wanting to add to that. But I want to reel it back in. Shout out to the fisherman. But with that being said, we got a banger match coming after this one. He's got 2 matches, so you know we had to sneak him in the middle somewhere. It's going to be Spencer versus Michael Vaz.
Right hand.
Yes, right-handed.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be a crazy one, dude.
What do you think about that
Mike
one,
Wallace
Josh?
is looking crazy.
Wow. What do I think about that one?
Yeah.
I think
100% honest.
Well, I'm always honest, right? That's what gets me in so much trouble.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
From what I've seen, from what I've watched over the time I've known Spencer, I think I've seen Spencer be more dominant with the left arm, with his battles with Casey back and forth and all that. He seemed to do better on the left. Then obviously what happened with Patterson and Eli, left-handed was, that's Eli's dominant arm. Vaz's dominant right hand. Vaz has a huge hand. I watched Vaz put Mega Mike into a King's move twice. So, yeah, I think it's a little too soon for that one. I will have to pick Vaz right-handed for sure.
Yeah,
No
that's going to
diss
be.
to Spencer. I love Spencer, okay? But that's a fucking, like, your jump. He skipped the glass elevator, bro. He went right through the ceiling. Like,
Yeah.
let's just
Yeah.
go. Let's go for it. But that's what I love about what you guys are doing. Because there is no losing in this whole situation. It's brothers coming together, having battles that are friendly. Like you made the comment about Vince being the Spartan, like the Spartans do. Like iron sharpens iron,
Yeah.
and you get to bang with like some of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
When I first met Vaz, Scott Partington was, and he's a legend in his own right. I mean, he was on WAL when they were all televised on ESPN, and they call him the Flash and all that. And he's been around beating national champs and all that. And he told me for 20 years, he goes, I looked up to that guy and never got to touch his hand, and like all he wanted to do was touch. And when you hear a guy like Scott Partington say that, it's like, damn, like, okay. Boz is the truth, bro. Like when Boz knows that he's showing up for something, you're gonna get a monster. If you just get balls on the practice that he shows up and he has a Coors Light, it might be different. But
right.
I think that's a tough one. I think that is that sounds, at least from what I've heard so far, that's the hardest hill right there for sure.
That's going to be a very, very tough match.
Yeah, one
He's
of the things.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. My bad. I always jump on you, and just because.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, but
especially shooting for the clouds on this one, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and like one of the things that we do know is that is the most difficult match of the card. Like Michael Vaz is super strong right hand, and especially if he's prepped and he's ready, like he can shock everybody. Like, and so and then
my pick for the person that could give Arson any problems, because everybody was amazing, right? Amazing. But when everybody was like, "Oh, it's a 230 weight, nobody can touch this guy," and my opinion was a trained up Michael Vaz can bang with anybody, bro.
Right.
And 230 weight, frame for frame.
Right.
Vaz probably the biggest frame in California at the 230 weight.
Oh, he's got a huge frame.
Right. That's a big. And his hand matches.
Yeah, because like
huge at Patterson.
Yeah, because Patterson was the first time I ever met him, and I was surprised about how big his frame was. Because like me, I got a pretty big frame. I just don't have big shoulders. That's always been a real downside in my genetics is I don't develop shoulders well. I train them all the time. I just can't get them to pop. I'll do hypertrophy, like supersetting, everything. They just don't like to pop. And but like Vaz, big dude, Big dude. I'm pretty sure his frame is wider than my frame. And so I wanted to pull him in the after pulls at Patterson because I'm like, come on, man. Like I told him multiple times, I'm like, come on, man. I gotta see what it feels like. I'm like, I pull Jody, or I go to all of Jody's tournaments. I get slapped around. I'm like, I gotta see the difference. Like does it feel like, even though I'm not really gonna notice too much, I just want to know. And
Did you get a chance to pull him?
no. And mostly because just the whole after party at Patterson was such a good time. I'm hanging out, I'm chatting around, I'm having as many beers as possible, and I'm struggling around because my legs started chafing. So I'm like struggling walking around and everything. And so I wanted some beers, so I'm all drinking beers. I'm talking to everybody that's willing to listen to me yap their ear off. And when I noticed him starting to leave, I was like, "Oh, yo, Boz, I didn't get to pull you yet." And he was just all, he's like, "I got
me, drunk
yeah,
asshole."
yeah." He's like, "I gotta get out of here," and I'm like, "Ah." But yeah, but
like, in all honesty, there's always a lane, right? And the thing that Spencer comes into this match with the advantage of, from at least what I can see, is he has a longer forearm, probably.
Yeah.
Okay? So if Spencer can control the chase, right, he can set the pace by doing that. If he makes Vaz chase him by posting, creating that height, then maybe Vaz can't get the bite. You got to take his hand. You got to take his hand. You said, is Don Mormon in here, like, on the chat?
Yeah, he's on the chat. He's been saying things every now and then.
He flash pinned Vaz at a tournament.
Wow. Like, Don Mormon is strong and very talented. Like,
there's a lane.
Yeah, no, there's always a lane. That's one of the things that's so fascinating about arm wrestling to me. It's like, you can't, like, you gotta, like, if you're one trick, you gotta make sure you know how to use that trick in every lane. And like, it's so interesting because personally, I find it harder than jiu-jitsu because of that. Because in jiu-jitsu, you can stall a moment out. If you have a general understanding of defense and you're strong enough, you can stall a moment out. Arm wrestling, it doesn't work that way. You can't stall a moment out.
Right.
So
unless you're strong enough.
Yeah, you got to be really strong, because if somebody just starts sawing at you or just hitting over and over, you pump up. And that drops your stall time dramatically.
The thing about Vaz too is he's held quick too. He's got experience. He's a champion. He's an overall champion. You know what I mean? He's also number one until that super match with Arson happens. You know, but it's gonna be a good one because Spence has been training real hard. He's not here right now. He had an emergency, so hopefully he'll be back on before we finish up. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're going to get into this next match because...
Wait a minute. You guys cannot just roll over that without me hearing your honest predictions.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So if I'm being honest, if I'm giving my honest prediction, I worry that people will be like, "Oh, I'm making excuses," and like, I'm already, like, I already accidentally make excuses if I'm not trying to. And so, like, I worry about saying that. Or saying...
Too deep, just spit it out now.
Yeah. Like, so, coming into Patterson, Spencer was he did 2 tournaments, like, within a month to a month and a week, or to a month and a half. He did 2 tournaments, and I personally told him, I'm like, if you're doing those tournaments, you got to treat them as sparring. Do not try to win. Just don't try to win. Like, just because you're focused on Patterson. You want Patterson to go right. Make sure you don't, like, get any tweaks or anything, or even prolonged soreness. Whatever you do. And he was like, all right. But then tournament rolls around. He picks up something. and then he's like, oh, no, it'll be good for Patterson. It'll be good for Patterson. And then I was just like, man, dude, you could have absolutely done so much better. So much better. Like your right hand is so strong whenever you, like, don't have anything. And so it will be very interesting to see Michael Vaz fresh or Spencer fresh on his right arm against Michael Vaz. Me, I still don't know because I haven't met Michael Vaz to say that if Spencer will win at all. But I definitely think it's going to be a solid match. That's personally what I think.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a crazy one. I'm expecting fireworks, dude. Every single match that we've got lined up so far is honestly, there's no way of telling on this one because Vaz is so explosive off the go, and with that last performance at Patterson, with Vaz killing it, he killed the whole. I think he won everything right-handed, so that's a tough mountain to climb right now. Even though Spence being the heavier guy, you obviously see it don't matter with Vaz going up and competing in super heavies. You know what I mean? He's ready. He's killing it. So
he's just that strong.
Man.
Let me ask you this: Is there a single match that you guys have set up that you feel is one-sided either way? Like, is there any matches that you think, oh, this one's for sure a win on this way or that way?
I mean, maybe Spencer and Zach might know, but me personally, I have no idea. I think everything it should be a good fight.
Yeah, every match I feel like it should be contested, and I think each person has a good chance, at least a chance, if not in their match of winning. When we take a lot of time to think about the matches too, you know what I mean, and set it up and kind of like run the ideas through with the armbenders themselves too, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of how we came about it. And now I think every match is, I can't just say definitively this person's gonna, smash them or, it's too hard to say that, especially with these matches, because some of these guys like Vaz and Spence, you're not really going to see that very often unless it's Patterson, But
like
you'll never see it fresh for fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like a super match style too.
Yeah.
This is a really, that's the coolest way to do arm wrestling, man. It's a much more like he just brought up jiu-jitsu. It's a much more involved fight when you do a super match. You have, maybe you don't have that rest that's happening or that, that pausing, but you have the go back in my toolbox and think about what I'm going to do round two or whatever. Yep. You have options where now when that match finishes, win or lose, you're walking away and you're saying, okay, well, I tried everything. So he really beat me. Or he tried everything. I really won. Like, there ain't no question. You know what I mean? He didn't just flash me on a go when I was sleeping and he got me, or, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, there's kind of no question when it comes to a super match.
Exactly. Because, especially the way that I see it is whenever I look back at the match that I had with Junior or Rob Mathias, was I am not upset about that match at all. I thought I did really good, like with my understanding of arm wrestling, and like each round I got progressively better, even though I didn't win a single round. Like I was actually proud of what I did, and I think it also helped that Rob was like such a nice guy too. Like his family was so nice. They're all just talking to me, kind of like we kind of had exchanged a few words back and forth, and it was a great time. It was a great time, mm-hmm. And because I think the way that we're looking at these matchups right now is maybe some of them lean against us, like as a team, because this card is more of a team format. So some of them we're kind of looking at there's a good chance that we'll lose this one. That's why we're training so hard for this.
That's the best way to do it.
Exactly. I don't understand wanting to take a fight if you think, or take a match if you think you're just gonna smoke them. But
all
then
these matches are lined up on. It's gonna be a long day for each one of us, man. Honestly, it's
yeah,
gonna be tough.
When we were setting up matches and stuff and putting guys from, this part of the state to that part of the state and putting guys that hadn't met before together, several times I was putting guys together that favored that part of the state just so people couldn't whine about that. Like for
Yeah.
real, like just like matches that like, oh, I don't know if our guy can win this. Just because, like, there's always that murmur underneath, people's breath, oh, he's setting it up or whatever. I'm much more intrigued in seeing a war than anything else. And I find that most of the wars usually are happening in that 1 to 3 year mark with the guys that we have, like locally, right?
Yeah.
It's the guys that are right there at that hungry mark, and you kind of put him with him, and they have these wonderful matches that just go every which way. When then you take an elite guy and you put, oh, I want to see the number 1 guy against the number 3 guy or whatever. Well, usually he's number 1 for a reason, and sometimes you'll see those just be bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, he's the 2 top level guy. Like for example, the event they're doing down south, the Kringle Pool. Cool. They've got a lot of great matches that are coming and all that stuff. But when I look at that card, I see it's a there's probably going to be a lot of 3-0s. The way they look. And that's cool. But I like how you guys are doing it. Just getting together for the love of the sport and having the best matches you can have. That's what's going to make us grow as arm wrestlers. That's what's going to make us stronger. That's what's going to make us go and be battle ready when we're going to different places. I've felt this hand, that hand, this hand, So, I think you guys keep up the good work.
Well, thank you, man.
Do this thing and take what you're doing right now with the arm benders. A good idea that I think is a great thing. I wanted to start doing this, but guys are going this way, that way, whatever. But I think you guys should go to every fucking team and do this.
That's exactly the thought. That's the plan.
That's our plan.
Episode 1, 2, episode 3.
We gotta show respect, all due respect to the OGs that started this shit. And you watch Game of Arms, all the youngins out there that watched it. You already know the original California team is the California Armbenders, so you already know how to respect. It only makes sense to go with them as the first choice of team versus team battle. That's why all these matches is all like, it's pretty dope that they even accepted them, because a lot of us are looking at them like, damn, like these guys don't have to accept these at all. They're doing what they do. They've already done. They got nothing to prove, but just the fact that they're willing to and they're honored too it makes it even doper, and it makes it more interesting, and it definitely fires me up more personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This next matchup that we got is I'm expecting a banger and a war from these guys, because you got somebody who's been pulling forever, and he's got that crazy mitt, got the crazy wrist and hand. His name is Vince Pulowski Sr. versus Kyle Souza. And Kyle Souza's coming down now. He's in another weight. He's in 205 class now, a little lighter. So now they're going to meet up, and I'm not sure if they've ever pulled. So this is going to be a good one, dude.
Yeah. And like the last tournament, the SAC Evo, don't take that as any reference for Kyle. Like, don't take that as any reference. Yeah.
Don't even bring that up, man.
I can tell you the same thing. Don't take that as any reference of you pulling me. That was not me that day, buddy.
Hey,
so I don't.
Hey.
You already know.
That's why I do not take tournament rankings seriously, because there's too many variables that make it, oh, but this happened, that happened. No, bro. The only way to do it is like what you guys are doing right now, one-on-one matches. Who's the dude? We don't need a referee at that point. Me and Zach could go in the backyard right now get on the table, have a best of 5, and we know man to man who is winning, regardless of the little micro fouls or any of that. I'm just saying. So,
of course,
that's the way to do it. With the tournaments, you go, and if you go to a tournament with me right now, and your first match is Michael Voss, right, and my first match is some guy who just joined the pros. How do you think it's going to be for me and you when we meet up? It's going to be a way worse meeting with me.
Yeah.
So now you no problem, and then I just take a rank and this and that. Was that really fair? You know what I mean? That's why I like the UFC style rankings, boxing rankings, where you have to beat each person on that ladder to become a number 1 contender. Then you fight for the championship. That's the way we have to do this thing for people to take it like super seriously outside of our small community, right? Nobody's gonna watch a bracketed tournament. UFC tried to do that shit back in the day. That's boring, bro. Nobody wants to watch no bracketed tournament.
I mean, that's kind of why East versus West took off, if we're being real. Like, I do understand the argument, like, when it comes to local tournaments or like local rankings, that tournaments allow fluctuation, because, you know, new guys can show up and they can do really well, and if they see their name on a higher ranking, they might become a lot more interested in doing it. I would say that was a decent reason why I started really liking this. Like, me, I don't care about rankings too much, but when I saw that I had some potential, I was like, all right, I'll train in it a little bit more. And then when I lost to somebody, or when I lost to Junior, who, first, like, in my opinion, when I got my first ranking slot, I was just all like, all right, that was a little too high. There's no way I'm that good, you know. But then when I felt somebody who was closer to that ranking and saw that I was actually, like, even though he beat me 3-0, like, in my opinion, it was kind of close, because I had no experience, or not really very much experience. It was like my third, no, it was my fourth time I pulled in a competitive setting.
When I saw your name on the rankings, I instantly called Bill and said, you spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, there's no way we got Jaden Smith on the rankings.
I've never even heard of this guy. Where'd he come from?
Yeah. Where's Will Smith? I want a picture. But but then when I actually felt somebody that was close to that rankings, I started to actually enjoy it a lot more. I'm like,
well,
oh, wow.
that third round too in that match, you actually get a stop too. You could see the gears turning, and once you got that stop, I'm like, holy shit, he might bring this back, because you know how when you get in your lane, you pull them through, but you didn't get it that day. But then a couple months later, Rob called out Carl Gerke for a match at LA, and he flashed Carl Gerke, dude. So that should tell you something. He didn't win the super match, but he did flash in that first round, and then Carl made some adjustments, and then they were having some pretty tough battles, but Carl ended up taking that. But dude, that should show you something, because Carl's one of the top dudes, and Rob taking that, flashing him right after you guys' match, you know. It's impressive. At least he even get in the fight with him.
Yeah, but mostly just the match that I had with Rob, I found so fun, you know, because, like, we were stuck in it for a bit, and, like, I was starting to get some things, starting to kind of move his fingers more, his wrists more, and slow him down, and I'm just like, this is really fun. This is really fun.
That's the thing too with Kyle. He was stuck in a match at that last tournament. So I know Vince is known to be able to bang in there, and you know, he's able to grind it out and come back, get him to the side. So you already know, welcome back, that this I'm thinking they're going to be in a war. I'm expecting a war out of these two guys. You know.
Who were you talking about right now when you were saying Rob? Rob.
Oh, did I say Rob? I meant Vince.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, wow, okay. So you have met up before in a tournament?
I don't think they've ever pulled. No, Vince and Kyle have never pulled.
Oh wait, yeah, Jaden, you're pulling the other Vince. I did it.
Yeah.
Vince Senior.
Yeah,
Vince Senior and Kyle Souza.
Yeah, I've never pulled Vince Senior. I would like to feel him in the after polls after our competition that we do, but I never felt him.
I think that should be a really good match because of the opposing styles.
Mm-hmm.
At least from what I've seen of Kyle, he pulls more sweeping compared to Vince coming up and over. And so if that's still the case, that'll be a really cool match. I don't know if you guys remember Vince's last match when he had the match with the kid from down south, with the curly hair and the glasses. I'm not sure.
Oh, Zach. Was it again? Oh,
Andrew Sanchez, I think is his name.
oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's right. Yeah, Northwest South.
So that's
Yeah, I was there. I watched that.
Yeah, it's kind of a good marker right there as to how that match, could go.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kyle pulls a little bit different than Drew, but Drew's a stud though.
Well, I just meant this. I mean, I have seen Kyle go out like that too, so I don't know. I've seen him do like a King's move style, like open wrist thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I seen him pull the rabbit out of the hat a few times.
Yeah, some crazy stuff where you're like, how are you even holding that? And then it turns his way. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He hit me with one time. Patterson. Gee.
He told
Kyle
he
looked at me and
a pin on you at a tournament. Kyle had a pin on you.
Yeah, he got me last tournament at Patterson, and at that time he was dropping down in weight, and then now he's even lower in weight. So you know what I mean? Like he's still strong, but now he's got to get adjusted to that weight class. And this is going to be a really good test for sure because Vince is already he's already made his mark, and he's got a really strong hand. But I know Kyle does too. Like I said, he got me in in tournament, and I wasn't expecting to get flashed, obviously, but he surprised me. So, man, I'm expecting a good one out of this one.
Yeah, that sounds like one of the most unique matches so far. Like to where I think that thing could be a silver bullet.
Yeah,
I think that could go to your 5th round or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's it. But any more thoughts on that one, Jaden?
Get your vote real quick, Spencer, on the match that he was talking about earlier. You against Michael Vaz, right-handed. Who you got in that match?
Oh man, me personally, I'd have to go with I hope me. I mean, I've been training really hard. I mean, for what training is, you know what I mean. I've been training harder than I have. Let me start over. I feel really strong. I feel the strongest that I have ever felt for arm wrestling. Not like all around strength wise, you know what I mean. Probably felt stronger like physically all around, but this I feel like my arm wrestling. I've never felt stronger. My arms feel crazy, both left and right. My numbers. I've been jotting down my numbers since I've brought this. Since this thing has come up, I have a notebook in my paper, and it was a little blurry, huh? But
I had a dumb little thing on my phone.
Yeah, me personally, I mean, with all due respect, I'm not coming to lose. You know what I mean? So, but I've seen what I've been watching nonstop, and not prior matches to this, but most recently, well, with all due honest, the Eli versus Mike Vaz, the last 2 matches they had, 3 matches, I think it was, right? So that one I've been watching a lot, and I've been picking a lot of notes up from it because of the way I train. Me and Eli train here and there. You know, he's got some family in or whatever. He's taking a little time off for himself, and but prior to this, Eli was coming before Big Bear. He was coming like every week. So I think I got a good chance. You know what I mean? Being that Mike Vaz is the #1 in the state, stud, machine, veteran. You know,
Right.
guy's a murderer in my eyes. You know what I mean? A legend, especially for the 200, then the 220 class, then the 230, and then not to mention now he's like a mean 240. Dude's looking grizzly.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah.
time he pulled Eli, he looked grizzly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
and
talked
since
to him
he's
before
pulling you, he don't got
before.
to cut in weight or anything because he could just
Oh,
be as big as he wants right now. You know.
as strong as he wants. Well, honestly, with Josh saying he's going to Hawthorne, it kind of makes me want to throw my hat in the mix now and just go to Hawthorne. But I mean,
Well, if anything,
no,
you just
you know
go.
what? I'm gonna take 100%. Mike Vaz is the man, dude. So I'm not Mike Vaz, and I don't know if we got the big Rob either, but I'm taking
No,
both
not
these
yet.
guys with. Yeah, I'm not taking any stone unturned. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be
Yeah.
the best that I can to
Well, you
respectfully terminate these guys. You know what I mean? But I
so
want to give them the best of me. So
when we first met you, when Casey and I first met you, we both agreed that and we're just talking about genetics.
yeah,
Okay, we're just talking about what you walk up to the table with. We both agreed that you have the most natural potential of any of the super heavyweights that were coming up in California, right? And it looks like we were right. I mean, how far you came from where you started. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I picked Boz in it, just because that's I feel like
yeah.
that's
He's got the stats. He's got all the stats to prove me. Yeah, 100%.
and I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you came such a long way and beating Eli like that, left-handed, that's crazy. I mean, he's beat Mega Mike. I watched it right in front of me, 3 feet away. So
Yeah. I really, man, at Patterson, I'm really pissed off because I pulled differently in my setups and stuff, and I feel like rewatching these matches with like Eli, obviously that was I pulled wrong. I did what I did, but also with when I went out versus Alexander, my boy also Alex, shout out to my dog. I pulled wrong also. Out of the strap, I got the hand, contained it, boom, cracked it. When we went into the strap, I pulled the same way, knowing I should have pulled a little bit differently in the strap versus out of the strap. Right? Whatever, we make mistakes, but that was my second out. So I wish I would have got warmed up a little bit better and did a little bit better in the right-handed. But man, dude, I'm telling you, I feel really good. And dude, Mike Vaz is #1 in the state. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's going to be a
For a
good
reason.
one. We were just saying it's going to be a tough day for all of us, man.
I'm glad he even took the match, to be honest. And fuck, honestly, in Mike Vaz's eyes, you know what I mean? I'm the new up and comer, and also though we're in 2 different weight classes, so this is not a huge like, oh, this just stirs up everything. No, man. Honestly, I'm in the up and coming riser. You know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity to pull him, and being a super heavyweight, this looked good for him. Also, if I can pull it off, and then I go the next month and the next month, and then I'm kicking ass everywhere across the state. You know
Yeah,
what I
this
mean?
is just going to be a dope match.
So, yeah, Mike Buzz the man, dude. Thank you for taking the match especially from a young gun like me that has not a lot of credentials except for the left-handed match with Eli. But you know what I mean. This is left hand and right hand are way different hands, so we're gonna figure it out, and
all the credentials
it's gonna be really fun.
it all comes to do with who you are as a man. Like you're a great representative for arm wrestling, period. And the way you mingle with people, and the way, and Zach too, and Jaden, I'm just getting to know you, but you guys all have that vibe. But I've watched you, man. Like you have a different respect for people. You know, aside from when you get buzzed. When you get buzzed, everybody better get out the way. But hey, uh, look, but look, no, you carry yourself in such a humble way. You're so cool with everybody. You're willing to go out there and like bang, and it's just like you're great representative, dude. So they probably feel that same way is why I'm saying that. They probably feel like, well, hell yeah, these are like the new reps, coming up and putting in the work and doing all this. So heck yeah, I want to give them the match because they're gonna be. I mean, it's like Mr. Miyagi and Danielson. They're gonna be happy when you pin them, bro. They're gonna be like, bro, fucking A, man. Like good job. So
And the way it goes, man, when you got the torch, you know what I mean. Sometimes you gotta just, oh man, this is the guy that I'm handing it off to.
yeah, yeah.
We'll be all right.
It's
We'll be
good
all
to
right.
hang it.
Yeah, but you know what? This is going to be I think personally, like the reason we started this was to have fun matches, banger matches that have entertainment things. You know what I mean? Entertainment matches, entertainment, just like the game of arms, kind of. But we want to bring that same thing out of California, and who better to do it with than the California armbenders? You know what I mean? Especially being that I don't want to that we got we branched off from them kind of, or kind of. I thought of this little name because I was like, man, the armbenders was. I came from that garage. You know what I mean? I was born from that shit. You know what I mean? So it sprouted.
It's a big thing.
Yeah. So and yeah, we sprouted. I sprouted from that garage. Zach sprouted from that garage. You know what I mean? So
I've never been to that garage.
All the boys kept watering the plant. You know what I mean?
Look,
he will be.
You're gonna have to take the armbenders off of his logo until he gets there. Right now, he's just Savage.
Yeah.
Logo.
Yeah. I mean, like,
yeah,
because like Mike McGraw had a lot of input for Game of Arms. You know, he's kind of the reason why it even all started. So I do have a decent amount of stress kind of coming in because we're filming it all, and I do want them to be happy with what we do or with what we make.
Of course.
Yeah.
You got to pay homage through your creation.
Exactly.
Whatever you guys, and when I say you guys, I mean people in general, all of us in general. Like when we're creating something, we should always pay homage to who laid the path before us. You know.
Exactly. Because that's how you pass the torch. That's how things get better. Is like if it feels like. Even if we're trying our best, if it feels to whoever originally made it, it feels like a mockery. It's disappointing, like because what Game of Arms did was very, very big. It was good and very entertaining. Anybody that comes in and watches it, you don't even need to have that much of an appreciation of arm wrestling to fall in love with that show. And so it's keeping an essence of that while trying to give it a new perspective, I guess. Kind of a more I guess how we would look at it, But
we're gonna do it our style. We're gonna do a little something different. We're gonna add the best of I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we want to do, because Game of Arms was dope. Arm TV was dope. The way that they did stuff like that, we want to bring all that energy back. And when they had the crowd, they had the people behind the tables, everybody's cheering it on. Like, dude, all that is like natural, raw energy from the crowd. That's the dope stuff that people want to see, and you see it and you get excited,
Mm-hmm.
You get fired up, just like when they were doing it, in all the old videos. That's why those videos are timeless.
Exactly. And it's just like it is a very stressful endeavor because
the newcomers involved. Like my biggest thing that I could stress is that like you said, Jaden, earlier when we were talking about how you felt when you seen your name on a ranking. All newcomers feel that same way. So if I'm a newcomer and I'm on your badass edited video, oh man, I'm sharing that with every friend that I've ever had, people I ain't even talked to in 5 years. Look at this video. Okay?
Exactly.
But if I'm already, and my name has been in the scene for 10 years and I've been flown around and this and that, well, I'm probably not as, inclined to pick up the phone and let me share it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Because people are either going to watch shit or not. When you're a newcomer, they want to spread everything. So
exactly.
All you're doing, man, just Aussie Arm Wrestler told me when he came on the podcast that we were doing last year, he said, create your own stars.
Exactly.
Don't try to go with the stars that are already fucking there that everybody else gets. Anybody can pay Devin Larratt to come to their show or Travis Bajan or any of these big names. Anybody can do that. All you got to do is get the money and they will come.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody can get no names, people that nobody knows, and make them a character that people now want to be part of.
Yeah.
And you can do with the editing, like I said, just those couple things I've seen that you guys did, setting up the different little smokes and the things that happen, I could already see the potential right there. I could
Yeah,
already see like the name, the backstory, the like the Game of Arms thing, how they would do you'd see the car driving on the freeway and little town of Modesto, and here's Kenny Hughes, and so okay, that type of shit is dope. Let me see your hometown. Let me see your favorite Mexican restaurant that you go to on the way. Where you mingling. That's how I get to know you, and now I want to tune in. I want to
yeah,
know everything that Jaden's doing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah,
Because
Those
at
little
least
things, especially, yeah. When you're
yeah,
driving around and you see those little, especially being from a guy from Chicago, or honestly, yeah, a kid from Chicago, Illinois. You know what I mean? Growing up, and and I was born in California. I remember certain things of California, but I was raised from Illinois my whole life. You know what I mean? From like I think first grade up, maybe even kindergarten. But I was born in California, so seeing these things like watching the California Armbenders on Game of Arms, what the hell is this? You see the rural area, you see being from Illinois, you don't see as much greenery as you want to. You know what I mean? So when you see the Louisiana boys, you see the different type of lifestyles these guys are living. That's kind of yeah, exactly that type. So when you're driving out, you're seeing all this yeah, that's really cool in itself. Seeing something different.
yeah,
And being like, damn, is that how the California boys are rolling?
like, look, this is how dialed in it really is. There will be people that tune in and see Jaden swinging that Jim Beam that are going to be like, oh, I drink whiskey too. I fuck with that dude.
Yeah. It's funny because Spencer and Zach got me on Jim Beam. I was drinking something else before.
Hey, don't you put that on me.
I was a rum guy. I drank Bacardi all the time.
Oh,
Look like a
man.
pirate.
Surprised
This guy's
Spencer.
Captain Morgan.
No, not Captain Morgan. I didn't
Captain
like that.
Jack Sparrow over here.
They're like from the old cartoon. They opened the trench coat and they got all the Jim Beam bottles right there. He's like, hey.
Maybe I'll do the Chris Kringle, just a bunch of like little shots. That'd be
Show me
funny.
a picture of Kyle with the two when he lifted up, he's like, "Yeah, I got these."
Yeah, yeah. Because oh, sorry.
No, yeah, I just want to reel it back in for a second because we're getting a little, branched out. But let me bring
That's
it
what I
back
do, man. I'm
because
sorry. That's what I do, man.
we got the co-main event right here. This one's gonna be a banger. It's got myself, Zachary Pow versus Matt Hughes.
Ooh,
And Matt
yeah.
Hughes he's a staple. If you hear the Hughes name, it rings a bell. And this dude's got steel cables in his arms. He's got concrete in his elbow and his hand. And I mean, just watch the videos, you'll see him flashing dudes.
Yeah.
He is the real deal. And that is a great co-main event. It's an incredible match. That's an incredible match right there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
Did we go over why? So some of the matches we wanted to do, I wanted to get Jaden actually. I thought Jaden was gonna be a fire match with the Spartan. Did you guys go over that one?
Yeah, we already did.
Yep.
Yeah. So did you go over?
We're the last two.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I want Jaden to be I wanted to be the top three because I know Jaden and Pulowski are gonna be fire match.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna
Jaden's
be a
doing
banger.
a lot of the videos and stuff. You know what I mean?
There may be some adjustments, but I do personally like the layout right now. I think it has a lot of energy.
Out earlier, and honestly, I think the energy that you're going to bring as the third match is going to be really good because I think everybody's match is very. I don't think it's lopsided. It might be because the armbenders are killers, but I think what we're bringing to the table, I hope it's not lopsided matches. I feel like it's going to be fun.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But I think the way it's working out, I think the level of there's not going to be a drop off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to be like, fuck that match, fuck. What's the next one?
Okay, so do this real quick if you don't mind, since we're on the Zach match with Matt. Hypothetically, Zach, the match goes your way. You win that match with Matt Hughes. You walk away beating a legend. Who would you want to face after that?
Oh man, after that, I got a match after that. I already got one lined up.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
California though, right?
Yeah, no, that one's out of state.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're talking California, man, dude.
Who's next in the California? Because you and Matt,
Yeah,
what,
Kelly.
205, 220 class or something?
Yeah. So he's ranked in the 205 class, but I don't think we're not weighing in for this, because I'm heavy. I'm about 220 right now. So I told him he's a little heavier too. So I told him no worries, we'll meet in the middle. So we're both going to come in at about 220 and just bang it out, have a war, hopefully. And man, dude, honestly, I'm not even thinking about any opponent past this dude. Honestly, I got that mountain to climb, Matt, and that's really the only person I'm thinking about until I get through this. Then I'll focus on what I got already planned out of state for my first match. We'll get to that. But man, I can't even say a name, to be honest, because my mind is so focused on this one person, Matt Hughes. So I really, man, I didn't even think about that until you just asked me right now.
Well, I'm asking because I think that a really cool match with you would be with Mike Brown because he's put on all this weight.
Oh, Mike Brown. Yeah, I never pulled Mike Brown in the competition.
Like a 205 or something. That might be a cool match in the future.
That might be fun, man, but he's got something to worry about in December already.
He has that freaking, that aura about him or whatever. And I think it'd be marvelous. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. I think that'd be another firework match, too. Yeah, Mike Brown, definitely nothing to play with. Not on the table, man.
No.
Right. He's a beast. And with him putting on all this weight, like, I'm curious to see what a big Mike Brown, like, because that dude's frame, he should be 220, right?
Yeah, he's so tall, dude. Like, pretty much because he's taller than me, weighing at like 180 or something, like practically skin and bones. Like, he's just arms at that point. So it's like you really allow yourself to build up some muscle in the back and the chest and abs and hips, because they all have a part to play. Maybe the legs not so much, but the torso has a part to play in how you leverage your arm. And maybe not to such an extreme degree, but you definitely need it. And so it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, he's bulking up, so let's see. We'll see how heavy he eventually does get. You know what I mean? Because I know he's on his way up, but I definitely gonna have to. I'm on my way to start making my way down after this Matt Hughes match, because right now I'm sitting at about 220, but I'm honestly pretty comfortable. But I got some fat to burn anyway, so I just need to get back into cardio. But I've been training so fucking hard for this match, and I'm just working on every single weak spot that I can think of that I got.
Fat shame him. Fat shame him. Zach's looking like a stud, dude. Honestly, he's looking beefy right now.
Zach's feeling real good. Like, I got to pull you on Wednesday, and I was like, dude.
Well, let me ask you this for each of you guys individually. Who do you guys think was your biggest win in your arm wrestling career so far?
Man.
For you, it doesn't even have to be the highest ranked guy or anything. Just like, what was your?
Well, I could probably answer that, man.
You probably can.
No, it wasn't even my win. It wasn't even my biggest win. Honestly, you want to know what's funny? Yeah, no, my biggest accomplishment right now is right-handed with Eli. When we went to SoCal at the LA conference or whatever, the California State, and I was able to put a stop on him. And prior to that, we trained off and on, when I went to SAC or whatever, you know what I mean? He came out maybe once or twice. But prior to that, Eli was the man. Eli and Tom out here are the man for supers. You know what I mean? And I actually traveled out all the way to SoCal to fucking have a match, my first match with Eli, and I was like, "What the hell am I doing? I don't want to meet the grizzly bear right now." You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? The Russian fucking soldier right now. And then, yeah, we pulled, and that was the first match of the night, and I was burnt after that. But I stopped him like 3 times, and boom, boom, right in his socket. You know what I mean? That's my boy. But I was like, man, this is really crazy. Still took the L. Took the L for the rest of the day, but you know what I mean? I was that alone right there. Actually, that match solidified me as a player in the game. You know what I mean? Kind
Yeah.
of made me a real player in the game. Let other people know that I wasn't there to play slapdick. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That was my favorite match. You know, with my boy Eli, my brother in arms. You know what I mean? So that was my favorite match.
I'm going to interrupt
I
you
don't know.
quick. We had Jody Williams hop in the chat.
Oh, nice. Hey, what's up?
What's going on,
Oh, there
Jody
we go.
Williams?
Jody Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him I can't wait to make it to Oregon. I think it is right, Oregon. I'd really like to make it out there with my boy, my big dog Robert Terry.
Oh, no. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Terry's, yeah, go with Uncle Rob out there, man.
That'd be cool.
Speaking of Robert Terry, I was going to say, man, he just got done pulling in Florida, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Shout out to my boy Robert Terry, man.
Yeah, no, dude, that was actually pretty wild because I didn't even know that they went out there. So seeing him with the trophy, I was like, whoa. Oh, June 13th. All right. Yeah, Jody Williams said, yes, sir, June 13th.
Yeah, that's the one that's the foundation for his son, right?
Yeah, because I think I remember seeing the poster for it. Yeah.
Are supposed to go to that next one. We're gonna drive together. I'm actually going to Scott's house tonight.
Oh, nice.
I'm about to start
What'd
driving.
you guys say? I missed it. What was that?
Huh?
What'd you guys say? Is the next
I
one?
said Scott and I are supposed to go to Jody's his next thing that he does. He does like a benefit tournament for his son.
For the fallen ones, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't know. That might be a different one. I know that he has a tournament. I believe, I could be wrong, but I know I've seen some things before. I thought he does like a benefit tournament for a specific foundation, like that. You know, I don't know the whole story, so I don't even want to disrespect and talk about it. But I think that he does some type of tournament like that for his son or the foundation.
Yeah.
When is that?
June 13th. At least that's what Jody said. June 13th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of the fallen ones. I don't know. Maybe
so
thing. I don't know.
No, that may be a whole different one.
It might be. So I probably didn't see the flyer on it, but I definitely have heard about it. But
time, and it looks like a great group of people just having fun, and Oregon's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jody said it's a fundraiser
Jody,
for his son.
Nicholas Mood be there?
Yeah. Okay. Boom. Yeah. So the fundraiser for his son. Yeah. So Scott had went to the one last year, I believe, and he left like before he hit me up and was, basically like we didn't cross paths and connect. We were gonna go, but we're planning on going to the next one.
Nice,
so maybe we could do a carpool thing, is what I'm saying, and maybe we could all roll up there together.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Yeah, Jody said Robert and Tara came out to this year, so I probably did see the flyer for this year's one. So yeah.
Had a match at the last one. They had a super match.
Nice. Yeah, but
Robert Terry and Jody Williams had a match at Jody's last tournament. That Robert
nice.
Yeah. But just to kind of jump back to what you were asking, Josh, I would say probably the one moment that I enjoyed the most was actually pulling Rob Mathias. Like the first super match I did, I enjoyed probably the most, honestly. Patterson was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. But I think that super match that I had with Rob was my favorite. Oh, wait, or so Jody said this next coming fundraiser, or this next coming tournament with a fundraiser, or on June 13th. Sorry, my brain's funny. Robert Terry is polling Jake Collins.
Oh, what?
Dude, that's gonna be a cool one. That's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be cool, man. I don't know who's gonna get take that one, dude.
Those are my boys.
I think
First of all, Jake Collins, my boy.
I think I have to hop off of here for a minute. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to go gas up real quick and get ready to get on the road.
No worries, no
Buddy,
worries.
thanks for stopping by.
To be
If
fair,
you guys are still, I'll hop back on in a few minutes when I'm on the road. If not, I mean, I don't know, but
Hold on.
yeah. If you
Sure.
see us in the chat, I'll hop back in. Yeah.
Hey, Josh, man,
It's good having you here, Josh. Sorry,
I just wanted to say again, man, I appreciate you guys having me, on the show. I think you guys are doing great things. It's a pleasure to call you guys my friends and brothers in arms, and keep up the good work, man. For real, it's really good to see people doing it for the right reason and not just trying to fill up their pocket. It's good shit.
Hey, it's good seeing you, Josh, and thanks
by,
again.
Bro. Have on again.
All right, brothers.
Good seeing you. I'll be seeing you soon, brother.
Yep, I'll see you guys
back on you, man.
next weekend.
All right, take it easy, Josh.
Drive safe, brother.
So, Zach, to finish out our card, bring up our last match.
All right, so since we're tying off the match, the co-main event, now we got the last match. We got Spencer Pow versus Rob Buentelos. Big Rob.
Yeah, and this is going to
You
be
guys know
left-handed.
Big Rob, you guys probably heard of him. This is a left-handed match. That's Rob's strong hand. You guys have probably heard of Big Rob. The name rings bells, definitely. He's an OG in the armbenders.
That's a good match.
It's gonna be a good one, dude. I mean, I don't know. I can't even say how it's gonna go because it's been so long since I've seen them pull. Like Spence was saying, we just watched a video 3 years ago, and Rob was teaching Spence how to pull, and now he's got a match with them. So we're gonna see student versus the teacher.
Yeah. I know. Like, I've seen Big Rob a couple times. The first time I ever met him was actually the same day I pulled Junior, Rob Mathias, and it like that whole interaction was hilarious to me because you guys let me down. You didn't even warn me who I was talking to.
You did that to yourself.
What are you talking about? I'm just chatting with people, but because when I showed up, I'm all like, all right, like who's here? And you guys were telling me who was like around and who's here, and then things started getting dark. Everything's all done at the barrel fire. Like Big Rob and Matt Hughes, I didn't know any of them at the time. We're just hanging by us, so I'm like, I'm just gonna chat with these guys. So I like Big Rob, cool dude. He's given me a lot of good advice every time I see him. Very, very helpful every time. And it was just so funny because I'm all talking with Matt Hughes. I'm all asking him questions like, "Oh, so what are you trying to do in the sport?" He's like, "I don't know if this means anything to you." But I'm Matt Hughes, and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I know your name. I'm like, damn, I feel bad.
You just asked him like he's just some new guy off the street.
Well, I had like 8 drinks in or something, so I don't know exactly. I can't predict exactly what I'm about to say.
Yeah, and he had already had his match like signed up or being promoted for that Kringle pool.
Yeah.
Luca.
Yeah, and I didn't even use Facebook at that time. Yeah, I didn't even use Facebook at that moment. So, and that was embarrassing. That was super embarrassing. I immediately walked over to you two, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And you guys were like, "What?" I'm like, "You didn't tell me I was talking to Matt Hughes."
You don't know them?
No, I'm like, I've never seen their faces. So, oh man, that was hilarious.
It was legendary, dude.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's like pulling Big Rob. I'm excited to watch that. I'll say like of the two matches I'm super excited to watch is Spence's match with Big Rob and Zach's match with Matt Hughes. I'm super excited to watch that.
Yeah, dude, I'm ready, man. We still got a couple more weeks, but dude, I'm getting so excited every day that passes by.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fired up, dude. I got a lot to prove, and honestly, I love both these dudes. But Big Rob was putting me on the game when I first started. You know what I mean? And also, dude, fuck, dude, I'm facing Big Rob and the number one in the state.
Yeah. No.
And not only that, though, because you know when you say these things like number one in the state, this and this, these are all numbers, but it hits bigger when you know these people, and then the figures that they are to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
the Mike Vazes, the Tom Nelsons, especially the Big Rob to me. You know what I mean? People know him as Rob Ventrella or Rob. This Big Rob to me, legendary in the game. Also, for sure to me, 100%. You know, especially left-handed. He's a gorilla left-handed. So, for anybody thinking that I don't know, they don't know Big Rob, man, you're about to find out who he is. So anybody thinks that, oh, Spence did this versus the number one-handed, all that blah, 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 blah. It's good, and it makes all the noise, but I think a lot of people are going to be in surprise of what, if the Big Rob I know pulls up, you know what I mean? And I know he hasn't been training as much as he used to, but I know the Big Rob, once we did find out about it, he knows enough time to get acclimated to be the guy that he needs to be. So I'm anticipating that guy.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm anticipating the strongest Big Rob that's going to show up, and it'll be a banger for everybody. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good finale just to end off the whole thing.
I could do what I do, but the inside guy of my head is like, man, I hope this is a bigger match.
Mm-hmm.
But the me in my heart is like, man, I hope I could do what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I feel like we're all thinking that, honestly, with our matches.
Oh
yeah.
So what, you guys went over your matches or what, man? My bad, I had to bail out on your little.
Oh, no worries. But yeah, we already went through our matches. But before we wrap it up, I guess, is there any of the matches that you did want to talk about since you didn't have the opportunity?
I would have rather go over them fresh, but we still got time. You know, we still got like what, 3 weeks or something like that, two and a half. Some change.
Let me double check.
About 3.
Yeah, 3. Almost 3 exactly.
Yeah. So you know what, guys who are watching right now, I'm gonna reach out to everybody, and I'm gonna keep bugging them, and hopefully, I let everybody know today, but it was really late in the, you know what I mean, in the time of, obviously you want to hit people up prior to the day of a podcast, but we did this willy-nilly, you know what I mean? So we want to just keep the ball rolling, and hopefully next week we can pump some more lives out, and we could get some more people on here, you know what I mean? Touch some more people, all of us, and hopefully we get some fun shit out here for you guys. Pump it out this week, you know what I mean? Kind of like you would like to hear from the competitors, you know? So we'll try to really work on that this week, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And for anybody that tunes into us, if there's anything you want us to shout out, just let us know. You know, we like to shout out anything arm wrestling, so just reach out to us.
Reach out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jody for stopping by.
Oh, absolutely. Good having you here, Jody. And it's like we like to shout out anything arm wrestling. We'll even shout out to other states, but California for us takes priority. So we'll always
So quick shout out. We got Jody's tournament coming up. If you guys are going there, good luck. Going to Hawthorne, good luck. Safe travels to everybody.
Yeah. And then again for the American Southwest Arm Wrestling, because on November 1st, because Zach is also going to be pulling there against Miguel Ortega.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to jump on before that, and I want to go in depth about that one because I wanted to have a match on that one, but I just couldn't make it on time. But yeah, we'll get a little more in depth on that guy.
Yeah,
on those tournaments.
Yeah, and
what Raymond Cody's doing is really cool for us, and
absolutely.
We'll do a whole episode about that.
Yeah, especially since Zach's going out there and the Savage is going out there, we got to represent, man.
Absolutely. I mean, like, I hope I can make it, but I'm not confident that I can. Work's been so tight this year that I haven't.
Somebody could pull up.
Yeah. Like,
I really wanted to go because that's a teammate, but not only teammate, he's my brother. But I won't be able to make this one. I got a bunch of kids, and I got birthdays and shit, and Christmas, and all these things that are going.
Yeah, and if anything, like I'm definitely trying to make sure that I'll make it out with Zach, because last thing we want is a teammate to go out alone. But I at this moment I can't make any guarantees. If I see how work is going the next week or two, I can make it work. But
we got a teammate going out there that's an unspoken teammate.
Yeah.
The Ripper.
Terry.
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah. I thought Terry. Yeah, Terry's are going.
I think they got numbers. If I got three people, I got Robert Terry.
She's part of the Terry family are part of the
Terry.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And did we mention that? I just got in contact. Well, I talked to him before, but I got confirmation we will have certified referees.
Yeah, we will.
So.
We absolutely will have certified
any matches that are any ranked matches that are under 1 through 3 will be good. So any wins, any losses will be handled accordingly. Matt Silva, Jeff Ray, Heather John, Bill Collins, all you guys do your job, and we'll be good. We got the rest, so you guys do your thing, man. Hopefully that'll make it easy for you guys. Playing Fontecchio too, you guys. I forget who's all in the rankings and whatever, but hopefully this makes it easier for you guys, and we'll probably after the matches we'll try to give the results as soon as we can. You know what I mean? Jaden and Zach, you guys know numbers, so.
Yeah, I guess we can count.
I only got 10 fingers, player, so don't ask me.
Well, you got 10 toes also. You told me you forgot about your toes?
Don't you put that on me, player.
Don't you put that on me.
I'm a super heavyweight. I can't find those.
All right. Well, thanks for those who tuned in.
Talking to Josh also. Shout out to Josh, Nowhere to Run.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to Josh. Always good seeing Josh.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shooting the shit.
Yeah. So, take it easy, you guys.
You guys be good, man.
And go out there and be an SAB. Later.
Peace.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Zach. Do you want to see those clips I was talking about?
Yeah, let me see those.